Thimbleweed Park guided tours? Loose change?
Hi, Dolores. You back for some more of my great postal jokes?
How is life at the post office?
Busy, 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 Dolores. Being a federal employee isn't always as glamorous as it sounds. Not that I'm complaining. You know I love serving my country.
Your country thanks you for your service.
You're welcome there, Dolores, but there's no need to thank me. I didn't get into postal work for the accolades.
Of course not. How silly of me. Why did you choose to become a mailman?
Well, first of all, let me stop you right there, Dolores. You don't choose the path to this uniform. It chooses you.
I see.
Postal work is a calling, sort of like being a priest or a superhero.
Well, I'm stoked to know that the mail is in safe hands.
I'd take a bullet for your packages, Dolores. Don't you worry.
Anything new in town since I left?
Not really, unless you count more stores closing down.
Yeah, I'm getting ghost town vibes to the max.
I don't see things getting better now that old Chuck has passed. My condolences, by the way.
You don't think the town might be better off without my uncle?
What? Dolores, why would you say a thing like that? Your uncle brought this town prosperity like we'd never seen. Without him, we're like a rowboat without oars.
I guess I just saw a darker side to Uncle Chuck.
Dolores, don't you speak ill of the dead. I know you're probably just confused with the grief, but people in this town loved your uncle, so watch what you say. I won't hold it against you, but some folks out there can get pretty nasty if you get on the wrong side of them.
I guess. Thanks, George. I'd love to hear a postal joke.
Why did the mailman go into therapy?
I have no idea.
Because he had post-traumatic stress.
That's funny, George. I'd love to hear some more postal jokes.
Why did the mailman win Postal Worker of the Year?
Not a clue.
He kept pushing the envelope of his field.
Good one, George. It's great to see you love your job. See ya, George.
Come back soon, Dolores.
It won't work on that size tube. It's for a TX1138 size tube. That's a CT99.
Hello, Dolores. How's life in the big city?
Having a lot of fun.
Interested in a little interview for the award-winning Nickel? I'm sure our readers would be fascinated.
Has the Nickel won an award?
There isn't anyone in Thimbleweed Park smart enough to give it an award.
Even for best birdcage liner?
You sure you're not interested in doing an interview? I promise it'll be a puff piece.
Maybe after the will reading.
It's a perfect way to get your side of the story out. Local girl makes good making... What is it you make again?
Adventure games.
Ah, games. You mean for kids?
No, our main audience is adults.
Lots of shooting and killing, that sort of thing?
Adventure games are all about story and characters.
Sounds like something I would like. I'm writing a novel. It's about the first female president in 2017.
I didn't know you wrote fantasy.
It's good to have you back, Dolores.
I'm a little confused over my feelings for Uncle Chuck.
He was a complex man.
Mind if we talk some more about Uncle Chuck?
Oh, I could write a whole book about his ego and arrogance.
What else do you think about Uncle Chuck?
He was a charmer that could manipulate a crowd.
Can we talk some more about Uncle Chuck? Deep down, do you think he was a good person?
I'm sure he thought he was. That I know.
I'm not sure why I stopped by.
That's okay. I know times are tough for you.
I think I need to go. Thanks for talking, Natalie.
Bye, Dolores. Sorry to hear about your Uncle Chuck's passing.
Bye, Natalie.
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this important message. The feds are
Welcome back, Dolores. How's life being an important game developer?
I'm having an amazing time.
It's good to have you back. I just wanted to say, I know your Uncle Chuck was kind of a dick.
You talking about me?
Shut up, Dave! Look, writing you out of the will was a dick move, but I'm sure he was still proud.
I'd like to think so. He just wasn't himself those last few years. His obsession with restarting the pillow factory, long hours in his workshop and vanishing for days. Anyway, I'd like to order some food.
Sure, everything's on the menu board. What do you want?
I'll have the cherry pie.
Sorry, some tall guy just ate the last slice with a cup of joe.
I changed my mind. I'm not hungry.
Later, Dolores.
Thimbleweed Park guided tours?
Cast your lot before it's too late. Welcome to the Thimbleweed Park Occult Bookstore, Dolores. The bubblefish has a banana.
It's good to see you again, Marina.
Dolores, you little mojo bean. So pleased to see you back in town. If anyone has given you any trouble in the big city, you say the word, and I'll put a hex on them. I've got a really good one I'm dying to use that will turn their bathing suit parts green.
What is it with you and those totally trippin' hexes?
I like to get creative with my craft, dear. On an unrelated note, do you know anyone who deserves a permanent talking zit on their face?
Oh, Marina. Enough with the curses already. Jeez. Although, if my sister keeps acting like a total bin bat, I might come back to you. I guess you heard about my uncle?
Ah, yes, dear. And I'm sorry for your loss.
Are you, though?
If you are sad, then I am sad for you, Dolores. Although I can't pretend that the idea of Chuck roasting in the fires of hell doesn't provide me with some amusement.
That's like way harsh, Marina. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really know how to feel right now. People really loved my uncle, didn't they?
It was a mixed bag, my dear. Most of the town adored Chuck, but there were many of us who despised the man and sensed the darkness within.
What did you mean by the darkness my uncle had?
Chuck exuded an aura of greatness, but that greatness was always balanced on a knife's edge of good and evil. The man was ruthless and fell into the dark a long time ago.
I thought he wanted me to be happy, but really, he just wanted me to keep his legacy alive. I idolized my uncle, but if that's all I was to him, then I wonder if I ever really knew the man at all. How have things been since I left?
Ah, same old, same old. Leonard ate all the donuts at the Quickie Pal, Ransom is still a jerk, cryptozoologists are hunting the tentacle monsters, the usual. Well, you're the one with the exciting new life as a game developer. Tell me all about it.
Do you really want to hear about my job?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, but you gotta keep this under your scarf. We're gonna be bringing out these radical new text adventure games, but plot twist, they're gonna have pictures instead of text. We're calling them clickers, because you have to click on the picture instead of just typing. Totally fresh, right?
That sounds very nice, dear. I already read about that on one of those CompuServe chat rooms.
You were on a CompuServe chat room?
Get a clue, dear. It's 1987. There's a whole new world of online hexing opening up, and there's no way I'm gonna miss out. That and the internet is great for monitoring my stock portfolio.
I had no idea Voodoo was so high-tech these days. Goodbye, Madame Marina.
Come back anytime, Dolores.
This head seems almost alive. I think I saw it move.
Loose change?
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything? Hi, Dolores. Welcome back to Thimbleweed. Shame to hear about Chuck's death. He was a great man. Dude was charming and smart and full of integrity.
Sure. Still working at the Quickie Pal, huh?
You know it, Dee-Delicious. I'm keeping it real here while I work on my inventions.
You're an inventor?
Well, not exactly. But once I figure out how to get what's in my head onto paper, I'll be just like your uncle.
Right. Why would you want to be like my Uncle Chuck?
The man is my hero. He had it all. Babes, brains, and fat stacks of Benjamins. Who wouldn't want to be like him?
Well, me, for one. My uncle wasn't perfect. Uncle Chuck was human, after all. There's another side to the man he showed in public.
Yeah, but I bet it was even more awesome than the one we got to see. I always wished he was my uncle. Although it would have made my crush on you in high school super weird.
Barf-tastic. How's your cousin doing? I heard he got into MIT?
Yeah, he did. The total dweeb.
The town looks pretty dead now. I haven't been home in a while, and it seems like half the stores packed up and left.
Yeah, there's a pretty gnarly ghost town vibe out there. But the diner is still open if you want to pay to lose your lunch. And the arcade is still going strong.
I think I've beaten all the games in the arcade.
Oh yeah, I think you still have the high score on most of the machines.
It's funny, I don't get to play as many games now that I make them for a living.
You work for Mucus Phlegm, right?
Yeah.
Bodacious.
See ya, Leonard.
Come back soon, Dolores.
Ow! Ow! Don't! I can't leave the circus till I... Don't! I can't open that. Believe me, nothing's inside. I've checked. I could use some money, but no one's gonna pay me. It's empty. The rats and I cleaned it out years ago. I don't want to pick that up. It's a full bag of popcorn!
Here you go, little beeper. Enjoy your crap. It's Lil Beeper, my pet hamster. It's a horn! Beep! Beep! I don't want to pick that up. Tickets, 25 cents.
Ransom, what are you doing here? The latest issue of Humongous Honka Honkas won't be mailed for at least another week.
You, George. Can't a clown visit the post office without the third degree?
Sheesh, someone woke up on the wrong side of the big top. Let's try that again. What can I do for you, Chuckles?
Hey, George, you lazy I want to pick up my package.
Let me see that. Okay, one moment.
And next time, deliver it to me in person. What do you think I pay my tax dollars for?
You haven't paid your taxes in years. Who do you think sorts all outgoing mail?
Well, you. It's addressed to me, Ransom the Clown. That doesn't seem to work. There's a note inside. Dear Mr. Clown, we hereby return your defective samples. The wallet seems to be made out of a rare endangered species of bird, and the candy dispenser sparks whenever you use it. Please do not contact us again. What a bunch of wads. It's my sample official Ransom the Clown wallet. I hope to get a manufacturing deal when I'm back on my feet. It's the official Ransom the Clown candy barfer. It's supposed to dispense one piece of candy each time you use it, but it emits deadly sparks instead!
What can I do for you, Chuckles?
How do you not go postal working at this hole?
Hey! We don't use that sort of terminology around here.
What are you gonna do about it? Shoot me?
Job-related stress is no laughing matter for us high-level government agents.
You think mailmen are high-level government agents?
Definitely. I'd say this job is the most prestigious government position of them all.
You do realize you're basically a pizza delivery man. Except worse, 'cause you never bring any pizza.
Well, that just shows what you know.
Why are mailmen so great then?
The whole world would fall into chaos without me and my boys in blue. The feds wouldn't get their intel, people wouldn't get their paychecks or bills. The economy would fall into chaos, people would starve. I hold people's lives in my hands every day. Mailmen are the god Hermes incarnate, Ransom. Huh? Don't you see?
You're nuts, George. I got a joke about the post office. What's the difference between a dog and a mailman?
I don't know.
The dog knows how to bring you the mail.
That's very disrespectful to the United States government mail handling officials, Ransom.
Get bent. Want some more postal humor, delivery dweeb? What's the best thing about being a postman?
Serving your country.
Wrong. The answer is nothing, because your job is dog.
Count to 10, Georgie. Go to your happy place.
I got another joke, parcel porker. What do your wife and the average post office customer have in common?
Ransom, you are treading on wafer-thin ice, bucko.
You've never satisfied either one of them.
Ransom, I suggest you leave for a while. I would hate for you to become another statistic. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Whatever, postal nerd.
Sure, I'll carry your crap. It's an official Ransom the Clown.
You got any loose change? Have you seen my dime?
I have a new wallet for you. Can I have your muddy one?
I could use a clean wallet, thanks. Here's my old one.
We'll talk later. Don't leave town.
Where would I go? Loose change?
This isn't mud on the wallet. It looks more like a bloodstain. There's nothing inside, no money nor any ID.
You got any gluten-free donuts?
You know you're not welcome in here, Ransom.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Ransom.
Shut up, Dave. Just order your food and get lost.
Give me a greasy crap burger with extra heart attack.
We're not serving hamburgers until our hot dogs are gone. Now get lost.
I'm not really hungry, and I'm glad I could waste your time.
Now get lost.
Hey there! Let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Welcome to Ricky's YouTube. How can I help you?
More like Ricky's up tubes, but whatever.
Can't you ever be nice, Ransom?
So you finally realized you can't bake for
No, business was just slow, and I went in a new direction.
the town bum wouldn't eat your leftovers, dollface. The only thing your pies were good for were throwing at my audience. Off.
Hey there! Let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Welcome to Ricky's YouTube. How can I help you?
Hey, it's Rick with the stick.
I don't have a stick. These are tubes.
Sure you do. It's lodged so far up your ass I can see it poking out your mouth when you talk. Jeez, you must need a boyfriend. It's a Freudian nightmare in here, Toots.
Well, Ransom, maybe if you weren't such a tool all the time, you wouldn't see them everywhere you go.
You! The doors are locked, and nobody's inside.
Ransom,
What brings you here to darken my day? Finally gonna give me the scoop on your career meltdown?
You tabloid hack. Nat the Rat. Done any real journalism lately? Or are you still interviewing the Pigeon Brothers about the record-breaking hair clog they snaked from the diner sink? Scintillating stuff, doll.
If you came here with a scoop, take a seat. If you came here to mock, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Why the f*** are you so interested in my story?
I think it would make a great human interest piece. People love stories about washed-up former celebrities. Not to mention it gives you a chance to get back in the limelight.
Okay, let's do the interview.
You won't regret this.
I doubt it.
So, Ransom, a few years ago, you seemed to be at the top of your game with a successful career. Then out of nowhere, you publicly crashed and burned, your former life suddenly a flaming wreckage. Tell our readers in your own words, why your career hit the skids.
Because my audience read your rag of a paper. It lowered their IQ so much they couldn't appreciate good comedy.
Oh, I didn't realize people needed a PhD to understand the nuance of fat jokes and cuss words. Moving on. A question I would love for you to answer is, why don't you take off your makeup? Are you just a committed performer, or a performer who needs to be committed?
I don't need to explain my art to these plebes. At the end of the day, babe, I'm Ransom the Clown. The makeup defines the character.
Let's talk about happier times now. Tell me about one of the highlights of your career.
Having enough money to do whatever the I wanted. Having enough money to eat caviar out of a supermodel's belly button while Yo-Yo Ma serenaded me on my own jet flying to a private island in the Bahamas. Having enough money that my coke habit made Scarface look like a casual user.
Lovely. Moving on. I heard rumors around town that you were planning to get a line of Ransom dolls made. What happened there?
That Chuck happened. The arrogant thought my dolls were beneath him. The man had no vision. He was still clinging to his dead pillow dream.
Bad-mouthing Chuck Edmund is certainly one way to get yourself attention, Ransom. Seems you have little to keep you here in Thimbleweed. Why did you stay?
This freak show town is a gold mine of inspiration for my act. It's the perfect place to hone my craft. Let's face it, I'm definitely not here for the hot babes.
Yeah, charming. So, Ransom, any big regrets? If you could go back, would you do things differently?
I wouldn't talk to you for a start. Other than that, probably marrying my ex-wife. Not more groupies when I had the chance. Not wasting more money on hookers and blow. I'll tell you something, dollface. It's not easy snorting coke through this clown nose.
Ugh, I think I regret asking you this question. Finally, Ransom, do you have any big plans for the future?
I had planned on you coming back to my trailer. I'll let you honk my clown horn.
That's a firm and eternal no from me, Ransom. I think that's all the questions I have. Thank you for your time. I'll let you know when the finished piece goes to print.
Sure, whatever.
You got any gluten-free donuts? You look like you're hitting the willy sauce harder than I am.
Well, you look like your liver's about to fail. So I guess we both look like... You always hated Chuck Edmund, right?
I don't talk about that.
Well, I hated the too.
Really?
Yeah, that arrogant snob thought he was too good to make my toys. Canceled the most lucrative deal of my life. We're the only people in town who didn't want to kiss his ass.
No, there was definitely something wrong with that man.
Yeah, it's too bad his milquetoast little of a brother Franklin had to vanish. He wanted to make the dolls, because he knew a good deal when he saw one. Dumb Chuck would rather the factory stay dead than make the toys. The stubborn. And you can bet if I ever find Franklin, I'll wring his scrawny neck for bailing on me. Will you do me a favor?
I'll do almost anything for $1.
I'm gonna ignore that line, because it's too easy. But next time someone gives you some cash, can you pick up one of those pine tree car fresheners and hang it around your neck? You smell like... I don't really blame you for drinking.
Oh, you don't?
Nah. With your ugly face, I'd drink every time I passed a mirror.
You're one to talk.
No way am I going in there. She is a crazy, a vengeful witch.
Have you seen my dime?
Gross! Gross! I can't reach that. There's nothing up ahead but road. The town's in the other direction.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything? Dude, can you score me some more of that clown blend?
I don't think so, kid. I'd hate to be responsible for the death of your last 2 working brain cells. I know a chimp who could do this job better than you, face. He's more articulate, too.
Dude, no way! Next time, send the chimp, cause me wanna see.
How does it feel to know this is your peak?
Dude, quit harshing my buzz. You sound like my mom.
Nah, your mom sounds like this. Oh yeah, ransom, ransom, oh yeah, ransom! Wanna hear a joke? What do your mom and my clown car have in common?
Dude, no.
Me and 20 other clowns.
Dude, stop.
Off. It looks hungry. I don't have an extra finger, though. Ransom? What are you doing here? What's your problem?
You! We're trying to make sure all our guests feel comfortable, Abu. With that mouth Abu of yours, you'll frighten away our few guests. Leave now. What are you still doing here, Abu?
What's your problem?
You! We're trying to make sure all our guests feel comfortable, Abu. With that mouth, Abu, of yours, you'll frighten away our few guests. Leave now. What are you still doing here, Abu?
I'm going already.
Good riddance, Abu.
You got any loose change?
Oh, I love carrying stuff. I heard a rumor your maintenance people aren't available tonight. Why don't you try the Pigeon Brothers?
Why, Abu, that's exactly what we need. Thank you so much, Abu.
Last week on Hospital Hijinks.
I turned it—
What was that? Again? Maybe I didn't imagine it.
That poor man. Maybe these new people can help Abu him. Poultry Brothers Plumbing, Abu? We've got a maintenance emergency, Abu, right now. You can be here right away? Thank Abu you.
We've received a signal that you're in need of some paranormal plumbing and electrical help.
Thanks. Let me know when you're done.